Studio on 23rd Street off Park Avenue in New York City, and Tonight the Stars, that was the song. And it's a beautiful song.
Very
Thanks,
beautiful.
Bill.
Thank you. It's a beautiful day for it. Sums up the day here in New York. It was magic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Well, that's great. I want to say hello to a couple of more friends before we go. Lisa Sterniolo, she's out in Pennsylvania, and Thelma Mason, a former employee of mine at the New York City Housing Authority, a wonderful spirit, a deeply religious person, a great woman, Thelma Mason. Lena Maini and Leah Ilazarov, and my good friend Jim Konetsky, who is with the organization God's Love We Deliver. They are glwd.org. They deliver meals to the homebound elderly and those people suffering with HIV. And I want to thank Jim Konetsky for his support and help over the years. So, Christiana, tell us how our listeners can listen to your music and what is coming up for your band.
Well, you can actually see us live
Next week.
Next week, Wednesday, August 7th at 10:30 p.m. in the Mandalay Bar at the McKittrick Hotel, which is the home of Sleep No More. You can go to www.sleepnomore.com and find out more information. And the venue is actually located at
West 27th
West
Street.
27th Street, between 10th and 11th
That's
Avenue.
here in New York City, not
That's
in Pittsburgh.
here in New York City. That's
Here in New
right
York.
here in New York City.
Next
Wednesday,
Wednesday.
August 7th, next Wednesday. So come out.
And follow us on Facebook, Exotik Robotz on Facebook.
Follow us on Facebook, and you can actually get our songs on iTunes. We've got some songs up there, including the ones that you heard today, In Time, Who's Your Daddy,
And then Tonight the Stars will be up next week. So
Yeah, but
Yay.
you can get all that on iTunes.
Wow. What do you foresee for your band in the future? What are some of your short-term goals, long-term
huge
goals?
plans.
You know, we'd really love to tour internationally.
We're
That
working
would
on
be-
writing our debut album, which we've
Yeah.
got like about a dozen really beautiful original songs up our sleeves. We're already planning what we want to do for our tour as far as costumes and sets and everything. We're just going to go completely all out.
Yeah, we'd love to, go to Australia and somewhere in Europe.
Brazil.
Brazil.
How about a return to
here.
Gambia?
And Gambia, of course.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh, yeah, that would be amazing.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
How about South Korea?
And South Korea.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah, our kind of music is very popular in South Korea. It's very
Yes,
popular.
South Korea has a big pop scene
Pop
Yeah,
scene,
pop.
electronic.
over
Electronica
in
scene, yeah.
Asia.
Have you been back to South Korea, Christina?
No, I haven't actually. I would go back definitely, just for pleasure and stuff.
Well, maybe you can go as a groupie or a administrative
Yeah,
assistant
there you
for
go.
the
You can come
there
out
you
to-
go.
Totally.
You can be a tour
You're
manager.
More than welcome.
I'll be the
to-
tour manager. There you
Yeah,
go.
there you go.
Exactly.
Wow, that's great. That's great. Christina, what's in the works for you? I know you're continuing your work with the Alan Gordon Studio.
Well, right now I'm continuing working for Alan. I have my my graphic design business for actors. That's what I'm focused on right now. Actually, in the fall, I'm going to be taking pharmacy technician classes.
Cool.
Wow.
So that'll be interesting. So I've been putting acting.
You're going to do drugs, but in a
Yes,
professional way.
I'm going to
a
do
legitimate
I'm
way.
going to do drugs in a good way. Yes.
Okay.
And so right now I'm putting acting projects on hold, but once that's out of clear, I'd love to get back to auditioning and everything. I hope to do writing someday, do playwriting, bring more, speaking of diversity, hopefully maybe bring more diversity into the theaters.
It's a
Definitely.
great thing to do.
Because, when you're an actor and stuff, there's so much you want to say and do, but you don't know if you're going to be able to do them as an actor, so you can always do them as a writer or anything else, or even a songwriter too.
Very
Exactly.
true. Very
So-
true.
It's always good to
Yeah.
put your heart out on your sleeve, and they're the songs that people always connect to. They're the plays that people connect to the deeper you go.
Yes, exactly.
What I like about the Exotik Robotz trio is that each member has a certain element of their own individuality and special talents. In your case, Nick, you are also an actor
Yes, I am.
and a member of the Sleep No More troupe.
I
so
am
to speak,
actually,
at the
yes.
McKittrick Hotel.
I am. Funny you should say that. I've been there since the show began, playing Maximilian. So if anyone's familiar with the show, they'd recognise me as Maximilian. So this is, I like to keep the two worlds very separate. Maximilian lives in 1939. I'm probably his great grandson or great
I
grandson.
have to check with my music and movie historian whether there was any robots in 1939.
There were robots in
yeah,
1939.
Yeah, I think there were. I think
Yeah,
there was some
yeah.
science fiction
Yeah,
film.
look at
Yeah.
Metropolis.
Yeah.
Okay, there we
Yes,
go.
yes,
Okay.
Metropolis.
There you go.
you're
But
right.
they
Buster-
weren't exotic robots.
In the Buster Crabbe film.
Yeah.
But like I'm a big fan of all Blade Runner, all
Bill.
those sorts of things. But just quickly, I'd love to say, Bill, when you were talking about all charities and things, 'cause you were talking about HIV, and one thing that's very important for the Exotik Robots, we work a lot with nurturing and encouraging young talent.
Yeah.
Phil's working with the Hawaiian Performing Arts Festival with these young musicians and singers 18 to 24. Gina and I worked with the Pioneer School of the Arts from Utah
Yeah.
on a workshop, and we're really big sponsors of Keep a Child Alive, keepachildalive.org. They provide HIV medication and food and homes for kids in Africa and India with HIV, so that's very important to us
It's
as well.
keepachildalive.org.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
It's all about the next generation and helping nurture them and making sure they have the same opportunities that we all have.
And being really encouraging to kids, kids usually, they have dreams, and it's really important for people like us to nurture them and encourage them and give them the confidence to know that they can do it, that they can go out there and they can become successful musicians.
That is the key in working with young people and
Yes.
also adults.
And
there
we've
are
seen some incredible talent.
Confidence.
There's girls
Yes,
building confidence.
Building
That's
confidence.
a very,
Yeah.
very
it's
important.
so
Half a
important,
minute.
tremendously important.
feel the fear and do it anyway.
That's
Well,
right.
I want to
Exactly.
thank our listeners to the Bill Russo Show, and encourage you to listen next week to the AC Low Show with our host Anthony Lofaso, who's also the author of the history and the origins of the town of Yorkville. Anthony Lofaso, you can look him up on Amazon.com. My mentor and guide and guru when it comes to media, music, and radio broadcasting. So thank you everyone for listening. Thank you Christiana, thank you Nick, and thank
Bill.
you Christina for
Thank
being
you.
on the Bill
Thank you.
Russo Show.
Thanks for
Thank you.
tuning in, everybody.
See you soon.
Bye.
Thanks, Bill.
Thank you, Bill.
Thank you,
All right.
Bill.